What's up, guys? Crypto Komet back at you with another technical analysis video. Today we're going to have a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right, so let's go straight into the Bitcoin charts. All right, this is Bitcoin versus US dollar. All right, guys, if you take a look at this screen, it's an interesting little thing I have going on. All right, the goal of today is to understand how to be a profitable trader. All right, and I'm going to show you guys. All right, so first let's do some TA, and then we'll go into how you can be a profitable trader as we're doing the TA. All right, so first off, actually, let's go to the day chart. All right, if you guys look here on the day chart, you can see that we got these triangle patterns, right? All right, one is highlighted in purple and one is highlighted in white. All right, and then I have the targets of each of these. Take this indicator off. I have the target of each of these. Right, one of the targets being at 162,000, and that's on the bullish side. On the bearish side, we have target of 48,000. Right, that's if we break down to the full measurements of this triangle pattern. All right, that's if this white triangle pattern, that's if we break out to the fullest extent of this white triangle pattern. All right, now if we look at the purple triangle pattern, all right, you'll see that we have a breakout target of 123,000, and we also have a lower breakout, a bearish target of 75,000. All right, now guys, I'm gonna straight up come out and say it. All right, when you are trading crypto, the best way to be profitable is to understand that you're going to lose money. All right, you're not always going to make money, and granted, you're not always going to lose money, but you will lose money during most of your trades. All right, that's why you want to have discipline. All right, you want to have a set schedule and you want to stick to that schedule. I like to call it follow the recipe. Okay, what you want to do, all right, is you want to have your setup, your recipe that you always do, your strategy that you always do, right? Because you know this works, right? Now, granted, you're going to have a setup that you put in, right? And on your trading setup, all right, Bitcoin or whatever asset you're trading or whatever security or whatever you're trading, all right, it isn't always going to go the way you want to go. But because you've put your strategy, your recipe through trial and error multiple times, you know that at some point you're gonna make profit in this in using this strategy. All right, because you tested it and tested it and back tested it and back tested it, and it works. All right, so the strategy that I'm using has been back tested. All right, and so I'm going to show you guys how I am a profitable trader. All right, the way that I do it. All right, as you guys see, we have these triangle patterns. Right, I've identified the trend lines. Right. And I identify the targets. And if we add the MACD on there, right, on the daily time frame, you see that the MACD has a bearish cross and it's going down, right? So that's a bearish signal right there, right? You go to the supports, we can identify the supports. As you guys can see, we just need to break out of these red resistance lines, right? If we can break out of those, guys, then it's very likely that you're going to see Bitcoin going up to its target of $160,000, $200,000 by year's end. All right, but for right now, we are testing this target, and it's possible we could break down a little bit, but we have all of this support down here, right? So it leaves you wondering, what is Bitcoin going to do? Is it going to go up and break out, or is it going to go down? Because either way it goes, it's fighting a resistance or a support, right? So how do I go about doing this? All right. For one, this is the day chart, so let's zoom in a little bit. Let's go back to the 4 chart. All right, on the 4-hour chart. Sorry about that, guys. On the 4-hour chart, all right, we get a little bit more. We get a little bit more of a good perspective to see what's happening. All right, we still got the same price targets, but you can see how much resistance we're battling and what else, and how much support we have. All right. Guys, if you go here, you still see a lot of support, which is immediate, and a lot of resistance, which is also immediate. Like, it's all immediately there. So that means we're going to be seeing a lot of volatility, which means it's going to be very hard to predict what these markets are going to do. all right? If you go back to the MACD, this time on the 4-hour chart, you see this time we've got a bullish signal, all right? On the daily chart, we had a bearish signal. See, if we look at the MACD on the, oh, that's the weekly. If we look at the MACD on the daily, right, we see that we've got a bearish target, right? A bearish cross, right? If we go back to the 4-hour chart though, that immediately switches to bullish. Like we're super bullish, right? As far as the MACD is concerned in the immediate moment, right? So like I said, on the day time frame, it seems a little bearish. On the 4-hour time frame, it seems very bullish. So, and then we got all of that support and resistance, right? Like immediately just squeezing us in. All right, let's take a look at one more indicator, the Bollinger Bands. It's one of my favorites. All right, zoom in. All right, guys, on the Bollinger Band, you see we're here right in the middle on the 4-hour time frame, which means we could still be going up here to the 98,000 in the immediate short term. All right, if we go to the daily time frame, looky there. We still got a lot more ways to be going up to this target right here, which is the 107,000, right? We can go all the way up here to the 106, 107. All this resistance is at the top of the Bollinger Bands. All right. So as you know, I said before, we got a lot of volatility that is happening right now. It's going to be very hard to trade this. So what do? We like to make money whether the market pumps or dumps, right? So, sorry guys, need a little nutrients, a little nectarine, nectar of the gods, as Thor will put it. Anyway, let's see. I should say Shango put it, right? Anyway. So, like I said, we have a lot of volatility in between this resistance and in between the support. So, how do you use what we know now to become a profitable trader, right? Here's what I do. I have my setup, I have my indicators, identify supports and resistance. I use signals from the MACD, right? Guys, you don't need a lot of indicators, right? You just need enough that you're comfortable with. 2 or 3 will be good. All right, you need to know your trend lines. All right, I use Bollinger Bands. All right, and I've been able to see that we have hit a support that could go down more, right? But we also have plenty of room to go up. Also, I saw that it was bullish on the immediate short term and bearish in the immediate relatively so long term, a little bit longer term. All right, the daily versus the 4-hour. So what I plan to do is I put in on every trade 2 or 3 positions, all right? Or I should just say I do 2 or 3 trades, okay? Not every trade is going to make it, but if I can get 1 to 2 good trades, you know, then I will walk away with some profit. All right, the only thing about this is you have to have in your stop losses, all right? You have to use a conditional order, okay? All right, and you have to monitor, you know, monitor your position depending on what time frame you are on, all right? Because sometimes we want to let the stop loss get hit, and sometimes you could want to adjust your stop loss because you know that we might just get a wick and go back to, you know, the pattern that you thought Bitcoin or whatever asset, in this case Bitcoin, is going to move, all right? So what I do is, this box here is my first position or my first trade as I have it labeled. We're going long, all right, with a 2 to 3% stop loss, all right? I believe on my first position that Bitcoin can come up to the top of this resistance. This would be about a 13.25% profit, guys. All right, that's a lot of money. All right, if you put down like 5,000 on that, right, and you do that times like 3x, you're trading with 15 grand, like, right? You do that, you add in that that profit, that 13.25%, bro, you just made about $1,900. All right, so leverage is going to be your friend, all right, and stop losses are going to be your best friend, all right. And we always want to use these, not always, but most of the time I prefer to use conditional orders. That way I can put in multiple positions at a time. And if it goes up, I make money. If it goes down, I make money. All right. So in this case, if it goes up, we're going to make 13.25%. All right. Our next order, our next position, our trade number 2 that we're going to put in is a short. So if instead of it going up, it goes down, we can make money. All right. So we're going to put in a short. And here, that's a 6.44% trade, guys. Again, you do $5,000, right? And you do a 3x on that. You're trading with 15 grand, right? And then all you're gonna do is add that 6.44%, and you just made about $900, $900 to $1,000. All right. Now remember, all your trades aren't gonna make it. All right, and you want to make sure you're monitoring this, because this is doing a lot, guys. It's just a specific strategy that I tend to do so that I make money. All right. Some of these orders may not even get triggered, right? So for me on this trade, I would actually do a market order for this trade, right? I mean, you can still do a conditional order, but if you want to get in immediately, like me, I would have put in it immediately. As you can see, the entry was a bit lower at the a bit lower than where we're at. So this trade is in profit right now. This first trade. All right, the second trade, I would have liked to put in a limit order. That's why I would wait for the target, the entry, to be triggered. All right, so this order wouldn't have even been activated right now unless I had did a market order. And if I did a market order, well, this order isn't activated, but hypothetically speaking, if I had done a market order for this trade number 2, right, I will make sure that my stop loss is very close. All right, and I'll be monitoring, because like I said, this order is already in profit. So that means if this order had been triggered, it would be in the negative. All right, mind you, a stop loss doesn't have to be hit. You can position it and wait. It's up to you what you want to do, how much money you want to make, how much money you want to lose. You have the tools here. All right, this last trade, it wouldn't have been triggered. All right, because you see the entry price is all the way down here at this support at 91,000 for Bitcoin. Okay, so with Bitcoin, if it had gone down past lower path, if it had gone down lower past this Bollinger Bands, we would have entered into a position once we hit the $91,000 level. And guys, Bitcoin can go down to $91,000. All right, anything is possible right now. We're going to be seeing a lot of volatility. Mind you, the first trade is in profit. All right. Mind you, this third order though, like I said, this is going to be an order that wouldn't have been triggered yet either. All right, but I will have these 3 positions and these 3 trades in, hoping that each one could potentially make me profit, and one is making me profit, and that's good enough for me. All right, it's all about discipline. I only do 1 to 3 trades per day. And in this particular trade, due to the movement of Bitcoin, I chose to put in my targets where I did. All right, now mind you guys, the targets are all the way up here. And as you notice, my boxes aren't even up there. They're at these resistances. Okay, so I'm waiting, guys. I could easily turn this order. Because we're position traders, I can put in a order. I can adjust this order, right? I can adjust this order. Well, instead of adjusting it, actually, I would just wait for the first trade to hit. You know what I mean? And then I'll put in a new order down here below this resistance. Because guys, right now you need to have in your orders. All right, I already got in a few trades. I got in a few positions. Got it. You need to have your hodling, your mining positions, your hodling positions, and your trading accounts going. All right, but yeah, you can put in an order below this line at any point and wait for the breakout up here, because that's going to happen, guys. Think of all the economic factors happening: inflation, Donald Trump turning the United States into a leading nation in crypto and AI, right? So Bitcoin is going to go up. But anyway, guys, that's how you can become a profitable trader. All right, you want to have a strategy where you can do 1 to 2 to 3 trades per day. Only 1 to 3 trades is my rule. All right, and you can make profit because you have a consistent setup that you follow. You follow the recipe. All right, now let's go to Ethereum real quick, guys. I think Ethereum is in a good position. I bought a nice bunch of Ethereum to make profit on in this bull run. All right, guys, over here on the 4-hour chart, see we have this line here, this red resistance up here that I've drawn, guys, and you see we have this descending triangle. All right. Ethereum has dropped down to the bottom of this pattern. It even broke down, but it looks like we had a fake out, right? Right. If you look at this support here, you see we hit down here at the support and we are bouncing back up. So I think this is a really good position to be buying Ethereum at. All right, based on these support levels. All right, like Ethereum has gone down and we've already started going back up to the top of the Bollinger Bands. All right, let's see what the MACD is saying on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we got a really good bullish cross right here. Yeah, that's a really good bullish cross, guys. On the Ethereum time frame. So yeah, I think right now is a great time to be buying into Ethereum. This is the perfect time to be buying into Ethereum. Right? If we go to the daily time frame, we can see it's looking relatively bearish on the MACD, but in my opinion, I think it's gonna start turning up, right? Just like over here, right? See here. So, like I said, I think now's a good time to be buying in. All right, and if we put the Bollinger Bands on the daily time frame, from what I know, whenever we get to the bottom of these Bollinger Bands, it's a great time to start buying. All right, we wicked down to this support, so we already touched it. Came up, came down a little bit, but guys, this is perfect. Anywhere in this area you want to be buying, all right? And then the breakout target for this pattern is actually 4,000. So I think within the next 4 weeks, we could see next 4 weeks or so, we could see Ethereum at $4,000. All right. But once we break past all of this resistance, guys, because look at this huge triangle pattern that we got, right? We got a big triangle pattern. Let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, we got this big triangle pattern. Oh man, no, go back to the daily. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, we got this big triangle pattern right here. All right, and the measurement for this pattern, guys, we're looking at a $6,000 Bitcoin the next few months, 4,000 next few weeks, 6,000 next few months. All right, and at this target over here, dang, we could go to anywhere from $4,000 to $8,000, guys, in the next few months. All right, but ultimately, I'm thinking with everything that's happening in traditional finance, everything that's happening in crypto, all the attention the nation states buying, all the billions of dollars in inflows going into the overall crypto market, guy, and Ethereum tends to lead the altcoins. All right, and it represents the tech of crypto, if you ask me. It's decentralized finance, right? Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to do amazing, just as well as Casper, because if Bitcoin and Ethereum had a baby, it's Casper. Casper is the digital silver. Scalability and speed make it something amazing, not to mention it's go to DAG. All right, so guys, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Casper, be buying right now. 50,000 to 100,000 Casper, get you at least 1 to 2 Ethereum coins. For many people, they don't have a lot of money, guys, so you don't have to buy full coins. Be buying in dollar cost averaging, little at a time. You want to be buying little at a time on these dips. When it's in the red, think of it like a fire sale. All right, so guys, this is how you become profitable. You become a profitable trader or a profitable crypto trader. Remember, we are position traders, so we are very patient. We set up positions and then we buy in. We position ourselves for the money to flow to us. Once our positions are triggered, we just ride the wave, baby. We just ride the wave. All right. Anyway, with that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode with Crypto Komet. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.